Hi, good morning, everybody. Morning.
Good morning.
Yay. We are Alexander's Aesthetics and My Skin Buddy here today on a snowy day here in Colorado to introduce Ghada and her amazing tool, My Skin Buddy. We're so excited to finally be partnering with her and to distribute My Skin Buddy. Before we get started, for those of you who are new to Alexander's Aesthetics, we are a wholesale distributor skincare company to only skincare professionals. We have 2 locations. We have one in California, which we have our lovely Farhana on from our California office. Farhana is the marketing manager, office manager, all the above, handles everything you see on social media and our newsletters, and then also runs the office in the California office along with my mom, who took over the California office about 20 years ago. And I believe my mom is on, she didn't want to be on the camera, but she is on the webinar as well. So hi, Mom. Also, my name is Wendy, and I run the Colorado store, and on the call, we also have Trini Maldonado, who is our on-staff esthetician here in Colorado. She's going to be doing a demo for us today. And then, of course, we have the lovely Ghada from My Skin Buddy as well. So thank you, everyone, for joining. We do have some handouts for you. We also are going to have some time for the Q&A. So before we get started, I just want you to go to your control panel. I want to make sure everybody gets their questions answered. So if you can just type in really quick in the questions where you are calling in from, that would be fantastic. Tell me if you can find it. Okay, here we go. We've got Melissa from Sonora. We have Heidi Baker. We have a lot of people on. I believe we have 50 some people on. Oh, we've got SFIEC for Hannah is on, our college in California that we handle. We've got Emily. Hi, Emily from Colorado. All these, Melissa from Illinois, Sacramento, Redwood City. Oh, that's my mom from Redwood City. San Mateo, Loveland. Hi, Cayenne. Mickey. Hi, Mickey. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us all over Nashville, Tennessee. So we've got people from all over. Oh, South Lake Tahoe, one of our favorites. Can't wait to travel again. Yay. Crazy time. All right, so the last thing I want to point out is we do have handouts for you. We put in the slides that Ghada is going to be going through, as well as a protocol for using the My Skin Buddy with Hail and Hush. If you go to the handouts, you can click on that. Those are PDFs that you can download. You can only do that when you're on the webinar, so take a minute to try to find that and download that to your device. That would be great. And throughout the presentation, Farhana and I will be in the background answering questions as much as we can. If you have any problems, we're here to help you. We'll come back in here in a little bit to answer those questions. And with that, I'd like to pass it over to Ghada to tell us all about My Skin Buddy. So thank you, Ghada, again for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me. So just to let you know that in this part of my life, I'm 39 now, so I just have a thing with, I only work with nice people. So I just want to thank you for being so sweet and kind, and I'm happy to be part of your team.
Thank you.
So if you guys are new to My Skin Buddy or new to me, Wendy, can we unshare that video?
Yes, I'm trying to.
Oh, okay.
How do I
don't have my glasses on, so my little square looks little.
I don't know what's happening. It's like not leaving me. Okay, I'm gonna unshare my webcam and maybe that will help.
Okay. All right, you guys. So it's really weird talking about myself a lot. So this might be the last time I talk about myself. So my name is Ghada. I've been in the business for 20 years. I started my Skin Buddy in 2016. I didn't study skincare. It wasn't my passion. I went to school for music production. I fell in love with music after college. I moved to New York City and worked for a record label. I did that for 2 years. But while I was interning to start, I started at a spa. I was working just to make some money. And in high school, I worked as a receptionist at a hair salon. I just feel like beauty just followed me everywhere. So after 2 years of working in the music industry, it wasn't fulfilling for me, but I kind of got it out of my system, so that was a good thing. I moved back home with my mom, and then I started my own little makeup line, and then my parents, I found out they were in financial distress, and I had to, you know, be a big girl and go get a job. So I ended up working for a skincare company day one, and then I had every position possible. So I went from doing marketing, skincare training, helping with formulations, and then just kept learning and moving up. And then my last job was getting certified in lasers and microneedling and being a worldwide trainer as well. And then really, long story short, I was just tired of working so hard for other people and feeling disposable. And my last company went bankrupt and I was done working for other people. So I was like, okay, I know I'm smart enough to do this. I know how to operate lasers, like, let's figure this out. So really, my Skin Buddy, if you haven't heard my story, it came out of a meltdown. I lived 2 years on my savings. And then it was like, you know, when your back's against the wall, really against the wall, you just figure it out. So midnight, I had a meltdown. I started crying and I was like, okay, I'm better than this. And I started doing my research. I was like, what do I want to make for myself? So I think with most ideas, like My Pillow or ShamWow, right? It's always for personal use or something for around the house. So I came up with my Skin Buddy. So I'm very acne prone. I watched the whole Clarisonic movement and then selling to L'Oreal. But brushes didn't work for me. I was very sensitive. So I wanted something very gentle. And then also, you know, I was big on LEDs too. So I wanted something with light therapy, product infusion, but something about me, like, I'm just so tired at the end of the night, you know, like I've been in the industry so long, I have almost every gadget in my drawer. So you get excited to use this thing, and then 2 weeks later, you're like, I don't have time. So it gets stuck in your drawer. So after 6 months of testing my Skin Buddy, I was so compliant with it because of how my skin felt. So if I was compliant, I knew other people would be. So I went to launch my Skin Buddy in 2016, and then my dad passed away. So I ended up sitting on Skin Buddy for another year. I did very minimal. Oh, what happened? Am I still there? Oh,
Yeah, you're there. I just made you presenter. Sorry about that.
I thought I got kicked off. Like,
Yes,
how am I going to
did.
get back in here?
I was trying to figure out how to get the video off, and I think it was because I was presenter, not you. So I'm sorry about that. You're good.
I was like, I'm not going to be able to get back in here.
So you're good.
So yeah, I did the very minimal. That 2016, I had clients from like 10 years past following me to every company I would go to. I didn't go to that many companies, probably like 4. But I didn't tell anybody I was the owner of the company. I was just like, okay, everybody thought I just started working for this My Skin Buddy company. Just sent out probably like around 300 samples. And then a year later, I didn't hear from anyone. So I was already in this dark depression. I didn't want to hear any more bad news. And then a year later, I was at a trade show, and an esthetician comes up to me. She's like, oh my God, I love My Skin Buddy. And I was like, okay, well, why didn't you say anything, lady? She's like, I wanted to keep it a secret. And I was like, oh my God, I wanted to jump off a bridge because no one's telling me anything. And really, like, after 1 year of planting all the seeds, that's when My Skin Buddy took off. If you know my story, I was down to like my last $300 before Skin Buddy took off. So I was ready to go to the welfare office. And I'm an immigrant. I moved here when I was 12. So I guess my mentality as an immigrant is go big or go home. I'm a gambler in my life. And what's the worst case that can happen here? Worst case in other countries, you're stuck on the street. Here it's okay, well, you can get some financial help. So I figured let's go big or go home. So MySkinBuddy came about. I'm going to share my slides. Ladies, if there are any questions that come up, I'm happy to answer them while I go through the slides.
Okay, that sounds good. We'll monitor them.
Okay, so I'm going to try to do it. So before I get into my slides, let me tell you my vision for MySkinBuddy when I started. MySkinBuddy was just being a sales rep and being like in the spas and connecting one-on-one with the estheticians. I was really taking away what they were needing and missing. So I really wanted to create a product that was going to have a high profit margin, that was going to have your back. I was tired of seeing like skincare companies sell to estheticians and then they start discounting and selling direct. So, you know, I would hear it all the time. My clients was like, oh my God, I worked so hard and now they can go buy it on this site. So I didn't want to do that. I wanted to create something stable and safe, lifetime warranty, happiness guarantee. Really, I work from 5 a.m. till 10 p.m. every night, so you can make a lot of money, and I'm tired. So that is the concept behind MySkinBuddy. So let me share my slides. Show my screen. Can you see my screen, ladies? Okay, good. Okay. Yes. I did it. Okay. So Alexander's is our new distributor for MySkinBuddy. The concept, I'm sorry, the concept behind MySkinBuddy is really I was inspired by the whole Clarisonic movement of how they use it in the treatment room and outside. So, and for retail. So I wanted to create something similar because I feel like if you can use products during a treatment, they're more likely to purchase it. And so they get a little experience during the facial, and it shows with my clients that use the SkinBuddy in every single facial. They're my rock stars. They sell a ton of SkinBuddies. And we'll talk about the high profit margin in a little bit. Okay. So, so the design, I wanted something small, something light, because when I was in the industry, I was actually training with heavy radio frequency devices and lasers. And when I went to go do the demos, I had to pretend like it was easy, but it really hurt my shoulders and my wrists. So I wanted to create something really light. If you had a chance to hold the SkinBuddy, it's a very light device. And for me, that was because I don't want to put any strain on your wrist, and then you can use it all day without any issues. So one of the frequently asked questions is MySkinBuddy FDA cleared, FDA approved? It's not, but we have a safety testing that we do on devices. So it's cleared for testing. And also let you know, if you're ordering thousands of devices to come into customs, it has to make it through customs. If you order 1 or 2, it can get through, but you know, we have clearance to get through the country. So it will, we'll go through the key benefits. 4 proven technologies. These technologies have been used for decades. I just wanted to put it all in one. The metal head is also a big surface. That way it can treat a lot of your face as well. So LED light therapy, we have red, blue, and green. And they emit light therapy in the nanometers that are effective to make a difference in the skin. Ion care, this is going to work like an ultrasonic scrubber. It's just not going to be as strong. We're using positive and negative ions, positive to pull the dirt out, and then negative ions to push the product in. So we have ultrasonic vibration. So I like to say that it's almost like a scrubber too, but the scrubber actually has 30,000 pulses. and the Skin Buddy has 8,500. So technology number 4, I was actually inspired by radio frequency. I was a national and worldwide trainer for RF. So I love the plumping and the collagen stimulation with RF. But the only issue with RF is if you go past the threshold of the heat therapy, which is 113, you may shrink the fat on the face. And I didn't feel comfortable putting that in the Skin Buddy because I don't trust home users. So I wanted to create the same heat, but through surface heat and also red light therapy. So actually you're gonna get the same results. It's just gonna take longer. And Trini actually did a video last night, and I can't wait for you guys to see this freaking picture because it's really what RF does in one treatment. And Trini really pulled it off last night. Can you guys see my face or just the slides?
I can see both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the key treatment benefits. Again, I'm like, I don't have time at the end of the night, so I just wanted to do almost everything you can do. So Skin Buddy is gonna gently cleanse and exfoliate the skin. It's gonna soften, it's gonna smooth your skin. I mean, if you haven't used Skin Buddy, it feels like silky smooth. You saw Trini's face, she looks very glowy. I'm very acne prone, so I wanted blue light to kill bacteria. It reduces and calms redness. So if you're doing any treatments that cause that, like waxing or lasers, if you have clients with rosacea, it's gonna help. It's gonna promote cell renewal, brighten skin, plump the skin. We're gonna see Trini's plump face soon. It's gonna improve fine lines and wrinkles, enhance product penetration, and it's gonna promote natural oxygenation to the cells. So you're gonna see immediate brightening after one treatment. Contraindications, similar to other ultrasonic devices and ultrasounds, you know, pregnancy, 18 or older, pacemakers, if you have any immune disorders. You know, I had a pregnant client call me yesterday. She's like, can I please use the Skin Buddy? I'm like, look, you can clear it. I have a couple pregnant girls using it. So it's the power level is very low, but it's for liability reasons. So, you know, we want to cover our butts and your butts. But if they clear it with their doctor, they're totally fine to use it. We do have a sample consent form, so I definitely suggest have people sign a consent form anyway. Everyone's going to have a different one for their spa, but we have a sample consent form in the Dropbox, and Alexander's can provide that. But of course, tweak it to your services. Again, so, you know, when I was looking into devices and how other devices worked, I'm really big on not thinking. I'm very ADD, and I don't like to read manuals at all. So I just like things to be simple. So one button, ready to go, all the settings are there, especially for your consumer too. So I always think, okay, like I don't want you to work as hard either, so it's just one button for the consumer. This is our 3rd generation Skin Buddy. So the cool thing about it is every generation, we actually take everybody's feedback and we improve the Skin Buddy with every generation. So we have a 5-minute timer. This is the 1st generation to have the 5-minute timer. And the reason I did that is just to help the esthetician gauge the time in the treatment room, but also for the consumer to not think about it, you know, just watch a show, do your Skin Buddy, and then it just turns off. It's cordless. It charges via USB on the bottom of the Skin Buddy. We'll show you. And then easy to sanitize. So really it's gonna be easy to sanitize. I just have alcohol wipes at home. I just tell clients to get those for the consumers just to suggest that. And you can share it, right? So there's no messy brush heads for, you know, clients with acne. This is perfect. They're not gonna have dirty brushes. You can clean it with alcohol wipes at home or cavi wipes at the spa. So my Skin Buddy has 6 settings. So the only setting with cleanse mode is going to be number 1, and that has all 4 technologies. That's going to help you cleanse the skin, exfoliate, that has a thermal heat to help emulsify all the dirt. and makes extractions easier. So a lot of our clients do tell us that their extractions are so much easier. So if you have any clients with congestion, so just keep going real slow with the Skin Buddy on those areas, and then you can do your extractions. Then we have settings 2 is for blue light, acne care. Settings 2 to 6 are all product penetration with different light therapies. So I would turn this on, but it's gonna be vibrating. So setting 2 is gonna have the blue light. Well, I might as well do it. So cleansing is number 1 with the red. So that's gonna have the cleanse mode. You can even put like a mild scrub on there with your cleanser and do a gentle exfoliation for clients that really can't handle like a microderm. Number 2 is going to be the blue light and product penetration. You can do this for post extractions. Use it with high frequency too. So another thing about my Skin Buddy is I want to create something that was not going to take away from any device in your practice. So combine it with all your modalities. But you definitely want to use a Skin Buddy just so it feels really good on the skin, and you're going to sell more because they're going to ask you what's on their skin, and then you can educate them about how to take it home and maintain their skin till their next treatment. Number 3, so 1, 2, 3 is the green light for calming and brightening. If you have rosacea, if you have any redness, for pigmentation, the green light. Number 4 is red light with infusion. Actually, we didn't have the red light before. We had requests for red light and infusion, so we added that. Multi-symptom mode, I call this the disco mode. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to wait 5 seconds, and then it'll start rotating. This one is for your consumer that has no time, and they can just do that in one shot. And then we have light-free mode, and then you can do product penetration without lights. So a lot of people ask, well, why do I need to use the one with no lights? Some people say they're light sensitive at the end of the night. They don't want any light so they can sleep better. That's the only reason. So I don't know anyone that doesn't use their phone before bed, but if you know someone doesn't want lights, they can use that setting. So frequently asked question, do we have clinical studies on My Skin Buddy? We have not done My Skin Buddy clinical trials just because these are proven technologies. They've been used so much and they've been proven, and there are studies on the technologies. Again, we use the parameters that are effective. So we are working on a Skin Buddy Pro that will have clinical trials and FDA clearance, but that's because it's going to have more lights. With Skin Buddy, we only have 6 bulbs of lights, and we really don't need the clearance. If you're going to create a panel, you need FDA clearance for that. Do we have any questions? Are we good?
We did have a question about FDA. So I think you just answered that, so that was good timing. And then let me just see really quick. We did have a couple more, but I'm just trying to expand my screen so I can see it.
Sure.
Somebody asked, what is the best way to keep the device clean?
So you're going to use cavi wipes. So it's not waterproof, so you want to be careful. But honestly, like, I just rinse it under the sink a little bit. It's fine, but just pretend it's your phone. You don't want to get water in the port. Just in case you do get water in the port, don't press the button because that'll short it. So just put it aside, let it dry overnight, and it'll work the next day. But we have a lifetime warranty, so anything happens to it, we'll replace it. So, you know, I always tell this story. I went to a trade show and a husband came over and he's like, well, what's the fine print here with the lifetime warranty? I was like, look, if you take the Skin Buddy and you throw it across the room and you smash it into pieces, we'll replace it. He's like, okay, that's a good warranty. I was like, okay. So yeah, she was spending his money and he was not happy. So so we have ultrasonic vibration. So again, like I mentioned earlier, it's like an ultrasonic scrubber. It's just not as strong. Again, I don't want them to have what you have in the spa. They can have like a less effective version, but still effective. So you have 8,500 pulses versus ultrasonic scrubber that you have has 30,000. Ultrasonic vibration is going to help break up the dead skin cells, but I was always fascinated by Asians and how they slap their face all the time. So really, I feel like ultrasonic vibration is like exercise to the cells. I want to vibrate my cells every single day because we work out our body, we need to work out our face too. And you know, a lot of people are doing gua sha now, so this is a good combination to, you can do everything together. You know, do your jade roller, just whatever stimulates your face and keeps it active. LED light therapy, discovered by NASA. We have so red light therapy. So again, I only wanted to put 6 bulbs in here because my clients that purchase panels, like if you have the Soluma or the light stem, I don't want to create something that's going to take away from that. So really my Skin Buddy is going to be the at-home maintenance for the panels. Now it's you know, they are coming out with a study now that little doses of light can actually amount to 1 full treatment of a panel. So what we found is compliancy with our clients. Whenever we have them fill out the registration form to register their Skin Buddy, almost everyone is saying daily or at least 4 times a week to use Skin Buddy. So the compliancy with the clients are awesome because they're just going to use their skincare and they're doing their homework. So again, like I was saying, is the wavelength is an effective wavelengths, and the nanometers are 630. So depending on the panels, usually rule of thumb is like plus or minus 10 nanometers is still effective. So if you get like a red light therapy that's 620, it's still going to do the same thing. Red light therapy is great for stimulating natural collagen, but it's also great for acne. So I'm very acne prone. I use all the colors. Blue light therapy, again, the effective nanometers is going to be around the 460 range. Blue light therapy has been shown to work just as well as benzoyl peroxide. I'm going to have to say with all my clients too, they can attest to this, that within a few days of acne patients using it, I get an email from the mom saying, oh my gosh, my child's already seeing improvement. I have one of my clients, she says within a week as well. So we have a lot of acne specialized estheticians. Also, I always suggest go to our My Skin Buddy Instagram page and also follow the estheticians there because, you know, no matter what a company says, it's like, I just prefer you go straight to the estheticians and hear it from their mouths because it's just more genuine that way. Green light therapy, the wavelength is 520 nanometers. That's going to help you with brightening, calming the skin, but green light's also great for penetrating deeper than the blue light, and that's also going to help with acne. Do we have any questions?
There is a question from Mickey here in Colorado, and she would like to know how to keep the cleanser moist enough for a 3 to 5 minute cleanse.
Yeah, so I will tell, so depending if you're using steam, so it depends on the cleanser. So if the cleanser is creamy, if you have an oil-based cleanser, some clients that use steam, it glides really well. But if you just have a spritz bottle, I usually do a spritz bottle at the same time just to help it glide with that as well, just because the heat is gonna dry up the cleanser, so you want to really spritz it while you're doing the treatment. Some creamy cleansers just glide the whole time. So you really just want to test your products and see what works well with the Skin Buddy. So again, you know, Skin Buddy was created to complement your panels, not take away from them. So if you have Soluma or light stem, then, you know, this is something for home maintenance, but definitely use the Skin Buddy in between. So if you're going to pre-cleanse before Soluma and do your extractions, post extractions, and then put them under the panel, and then send them home with the Skin Buddy for maintenance. This is just a diagram just to show you the depth of the blue, the green, and the red light. We don't have infrared in the Skin Buddy. So infrared is more, it goes deeper. Infrared causes a little more heat. So if you have clients with melasma, I didn't want that to be in the Skin Buddy. Possibly in the Pro, but I'm not sure yet. Let's see. Okay, so now we have the ions, the galvanic, and that's like your ultrasonic scrubber, where it's just going to use positive and negative ions to pull the dirt out and also push product into the skin. Here we go with thermal heat therapy. Again, this was inspired by radio frequency. Just the heat itself is going to help oxygenate the cells naturally from the inside out. It's going to plump your skin immediately. I don't know if you guys watch my YouTube video of how I do lip plumping, but Trini's going to show us later how we're going to do some lip plumping. Okay, so suggested use for best results. So something about, what I learned being, a rep in the field is that clients need immediate satisfaction sometimes, but also long lasting results. So the great thing about my Skin Buddy is you're going to see results in treatment number 1. You're going to see brightening and plumping. So that's going to get them excited to keep using it. They're going to get long lasting sticking results if they use it 3 times plus a week. I had one of my clients, actually, she was really smart with it because she's like, I don't know if my clients are going to do 5 minutes and 5 minutes. So she actually suggests that they do 1 minute of cleanse, 1 minute of treatment, and now they're all stuck doing the 5 and 5 just because it feels so good. You really don't want to stop when you can't just do 1 minute. You just can't. It's compatible with all skincare. So another part of my business is that I didn't want to create a skincare line because I would go in the spas and I'd see all this inventory and I was like, you know what, I need to help them push this inventory. So I'm not coming out with a skincare line and making it compatible with everything. That way it can help the esthetician sell what they have. So, so here's your how to keep the glide in the slip. So you can spritz in between. So there's certain serums that get tacky. I have like 300 plus products in my bathroom. So I usually test them all. Some will get, tacky. Some will start rolling off my skin. So the easiest thing to do, so I do my cleanse at night. So I have different layers of skincare that I put on. I actually put them all on at once. I wait 1 to 2 minutes for it to absorb just a little bit. And then I'll go onto my skin and it will glide perfectly. You don't need to always have product on your skin. So it's just going to give you that extra boost. Suggested application. Just again, put your product all over your face. This is one of our features too. This is the makeup removal part. So my Skin Buddy comes with, I can't even see my face. I don't even know what I'm doing, but I think I'm doing it right.
You're perfectly centered.
Okay. My Skin Buddy, it comes with a cotton round holder. So another thing I learned being a rep is demos. Demos are huge for clients. So I would actually go into, so when I would sell a laser, I would volunteer my whole day to a practice and I would go sit there and do demos all day long. My average was making them $20,000 to $30,000 an event just from selling series. So, so they really want to see immediate improvement. So my Skin Buddy has this awesome feature where you put the cotton round on, you get a plastic cover that comes with it already, and you're just going to snap it on. You're going to put the toner of your choice that you're going to sell them, and then you're going to press the cleanse mode, and then that's the before and after. I suggest if a client, back in the day when clients were waiting in the area, right? You can just go over and I would suggest do just a little bit on their chest or their arms because they really don't exfoliate that well there. And you'll see a difference in just the dead skin that comes off and the dirt. So to them, it's like, wow, I am dirty. And this is a great way for the clients to see if they got all their makeup off at the end of the night. One of the main questions I get with a cotton round, sometimes the plastic won't stay on. They're like, I can't keep it on. So the reason for that is either you have a too thin or too thick of a cotton round. If it's too thick, just spritz it a little bit and then put this on. If it's too thin, double up. So incorporate MySkinBuddy into every step of your facial service. So you're going to use it to cleanse, pre-cleanse, post-extractions. You can use it to massage product at the end of the facial. And then of course, send them home and sell it for retail. Again, so deeply cleanse. So I actually this morning, I did MySkinBuddy like a full 30-minute treatment this morning. MySkinBuddy is like my wind down at night, but I wanted to plump up and get glowy for the Zoom. So I actually use the Hail and Hush enzymes. So if you're using any enzymes, I actually put the setting on green and infusion. So I'll apply the enzyme. I'll do a little infusion first, and then I'll cleanse it off. So, and then I'll leave it on for 5 minutes and then remove it. So that'll give me like a nice massage while I'm doing the enzyme. Let's see here. You guys can get, here's another great picture of a before and after, just 1 minute of using SkinBuddy. And these slides will kind of walk you through how to do the settings and what settings to do for what skin type. You want to do it for 3 to 5 minutes. But again, I like to use the full 5 minutes, but if you're going to do 5-minute cleanse, just easier for the client, just tell them to cleanse 5 minutes, it's going to turn off, and then 5 minutes for treatment. Infuse your enzymes, peels, and masks. You can do that. It depends on the peel, of course. So the bedazzle, if you carry Hail and Hush, bedazzle might be a little intense. I wouldn't do the SkinBuddy with a bedazzle. I like to test everything on myself first before I suggest it. So it was definitely intense. So enzymes, perfect. You can even do that for 10 minutes. Nourish, infuse, hydrate. I want to see when, okay, so in your slides, it's just going to give you suggestions of, you know, what to suggest for your consumers. If they have acne prone skin, you're going to suggest the red, the blue, even the green. Again, if they have any redness or pigmentation from acne and acne scarrings. Anti-aging, you're going to use the red and the green. So this is all going to be in your slides to look back on. And then skin brightening, you want to use the red and the green. If you have rosacea skin, all 3 colors, red, blue, and green. So we have the heat therapy on cleansing, number 1. So one of the main questions I get is this going to flare up my rosacea? Is the heat too much? So this is how I explain it. We don't have anyone that has issues with the heat, but if you have someone that's sensitive, just move faster. So what I like to say is it's like a match. So if you go fast over a match, you're not going to feel the heat. But if you go slow, you will. You'll burn yourself. You know, burn yourself with MySkinBuddy, but it does get really hot. Okay, so who should have SkinBuddy? If you have a face, you should have a SkinBuddy. If you offer any of these treatments, MySkinBuddy is going to help you speed up the process. It's going to help you, just your clients are just going to look better in between their services if they have a SkinBuddy at home. They're going to be more compliant with the skincare that you give them. So if you offer light panels, if you have microneedling, for post microneedling, it's going to help heal the skin faster. It's going to help with collagen production too. So you're going to get double that. So if you have any acne scarring, that's going to help with that. Lasers, chemical peels, waxing. So if you're doing any waxing that causes redness, if you have clients with ingrown hairs, you know, use the cleanse mode with a gentle, mild scrub, and that's going to help exfoliate any ingrowns. Enzyme mask. Okay, so Botox and fillers. So for the holistic clients that don't want to get Botox or fillers, MySkinBuddy is actually going to look like you have fillers, and Trainee's picture is going to show that in one treatment. If you have Botox, you want to wait 24 hours. And then if you have fillers, it's not going to do anything, but being in the field and working with plastic surgeons, I'd wait 4 weeks after fillers, just because, just in case they say that it ruined their fillers. That's an expensive fix. So just on the safe side, I'd say wait 4 weeks after fillers. Body treatments, we have clients that use it for back facials. I use it on chest, hands, all body. Let's see. Okay. Again, my Skin Buddy was designed to complement all skincare. So whatever you offer at your spa, it's, you know, when you buy a Skin Buddy, you're going to need a cleanser, a toner, a moisturizer, and serum. So my mission was to help you sell your retail. My Skin Buddy is a one-time sale, but I want them hooked on your skincare. So that is what we need to do. And again, they're very compliant. So if they have a Skin Buddy, they're going to keep up with their regimen. Okay, wholesale price is $145. Again, I wanted to create a high profit for my clients so they can generate a lot of revenue. We don't have a minimum. Again, happiness guarantee and a lifetime warranty. Suggested retail is $295. So profits $150 plus. And then also we never discount. So we police all our clients. You're not allowed to online discount because I believe in, we all need to play fairly, you know, make this a fair selling environment, because I don't want to see clients undercutting each other. You're welcome to do sales like in-house or through a newsletter, just direct to your clients. I'm fine with that. But, you know, if you discount, I'm going to discount, and we never discount. So, you know, I got a lot of emails this week about, you know, are you doing Black Friday specials? So we don't even do specials because it's just annoying. Everybody keeps waiting for the sale. So I don't want to create that kind of business where everybody's waiting for the sales. So we offer value. We offer a lot with that $145. So, and you're making a lot of profit and very little investment. I mean, you don't even have to invest, just drop ship it and make some money without having one. But of course, if you have it and you love it, you'll sell more. Again, no minimums, lifetime warranty, happiness guarantee. And then if anything happens to the device, we'll deal with your clients directly. So you just, so we'll take care of everything. So you don't have to worry about that. Here's our dropship program. So I'm very big on experience. So I feel like the clients, I just want them to open a box and experience my Skin Buddy from the first opening of the box. So this goes to your consumer. So we drop ship direct. We don't put an invoice in the box. So if you want to do drop shipping, Alexander's, contact them. And these are our holiday boxes. So we actually create them for different, you know, seasons and whatever's coming up. So, and then we also have the Sanitizer pouch, which is behind me. Okay, so how to promote my Skin Buddy at a home as an at-home must. I don't know why I wrote it like that, but it's so hard to read. Again, every client should be taking my Skin Buddy home. It's just gonna do everything. It's really like $100 facial with every treatment. So how to justify the price. So I have a lot of clients that say, oh my God, I can't, it's like so expensive. They're not gonna buy it, it's $295. So here's a bunch of gadgets and here are the prices. So if you buy a new face mini, it's gonna cost you $200. Now we don't have microcurrent on the device, but so if they have everything, awesome. They can use everything together. It's totally fine. Light stem is $249 for the anti-aging, and the acne is $169. Those are two different devices. For Rayo, silicone brush, that's $200. So really, you spend $1,000 buying all these devices, and Skin Buddy is only $295. So again, you're getting a $100 facial with every Skin Buddy treatment. That's 3 treatments, and they already paid it off, and they have a lifetime warranty. So if you have someone serious about their skin, they're going to understand that, and they're going to want a Skin Buddy. Do we have any questions?
We do have some questions. Are you ready for some?
Sure.
Okay. Gwen would like to know if the 5-minute timer, is that for every setting, for every light, is 5 minutes?
Yes, so 5 minutes. But let's say I went like cleanse mode and I'm like, oh, I want to do one and I'm going to switch to the second one right away before the 5 minutes is up. It's actually 5 minutes total. So it's going to turn off after 5. So what you're going to do, if you want the full 5 minutes of the blue and only 1 minute of red, you're going to have to turn it off after the red and start over to get the full 5 of the blue, because it's going to be a 5 minute total of use.
Oh, okay, great. Good to know. Is it possible to overdo it at home? Possible to do the treatment?
No, because the output's really low on the LED. I mean, like if you sat there and did it 24/7, maybe, but it's gonna die. It's gonna die on you. You're not gonna be able to, unless you had them all lined up, ready to go. No, but for like a full panel that you're doing, you can overdo LEDs if they are, it just depends on the output. The output is really low on the SkinBuddy. It's very safe. I can tell you from training with bigger devices, I did get nervous selling certain things just because of the error of certain technicians. But with SkinBuddy, I can tell you I can sleep at night knowing that no one will hurt themselves. Even had a lady with a pacemaker using it. I mean, it has an electrical current in it, so that's why you don't want to use it with pacemakers, because you don't know how that's gonna, interact with that. But she's fine today, I think.
Okay, no, thank you. The slides that you have here and that we put in for the handouts, can they share those with their clients? Obviously minus the pricing.
Yeah, just like copy paste whatever you want. Just don't put that wholesale price.
Okay.
Because that's,
and I put a link in the chat for everybody for the Dropbox. There's a ton of information that Ghada put together. If for some reason you lose that, just contact either the Colorado store or California store and we can resend that to you. But Ghada's done a great job putting a lot of resources together.
Thank you. Yeah, so we update that like every month. We put a lot of artwork. I'll show you guys like what else we put in the Dropbox. So these are just some of the marketing that you'll find in the Dropbox, just some, some things for you guys to use to market, 6 amazing benefits. If you're not following us on Instagram, definitely follow at MYSKINBUDDY and just see what the other estheticians are doing, and just everything is created for you to share. So don't ever ask me, just repost, copy, paste. As long as you're not a competitor and stealing my stuff, then story, and that's happened. So this, your at-home SD, I actually created that like a month before COVID even happened. Like I didn't, so it was perfect timing for that tagline. But I'll tell you, our clients are making a lot of money during COVID. I mean, I've been drop shipping since day one. So it's not something new that we did. It's just something that was part of my business. Again, I really wanted to work so you can profit and relax. It's your skin's best friend. And again, your at-home trainer. I always say, like, you have to get a trainer. You can't go to the gym once a month and expect abs, right? So you really have to be compliant and do your training at home. This is our Instagram page. So we actually hit 20,000 this week. So that was exciting, and it's all organic. We don't buy our followers. I'm against that. So if you have any companies say, hey, I'll, buy our followers, they're bots. It's not quality for me. I'd rather have like 100 quality leads than a million that are just bots. So everyone's organic. I always, promote, like, follow other estheticians, share your tips. I'm all about that. And then go to YouTube too. So we have a lot of videos on there for you. And if you have any ideas that we can help you sell more, like, definitely let us know. Like, we're happy to create stuff, whatever it takes to help everybody grow and make money. Here's a Dropbox folder. You'll see some high-res photos. We upload everything that we take so you can create whatever you want. So if you have a designer that wants to add your logo to it, you're welcome to. Everything is in there for you. We have product photos. We have the consent forms again. We have webinar training on number 6. Definitely go in there. So there's a lot of like sales rock star webinars that you want to watch too. And then we have just if you need to use UPC barcodes too, we have that in there. Some locations do. Get listed on our spa locator. So Alexander's will send us that list when you purchase. So before COVID, you know, I would require a purchase of 4 or more, just because I wanted to make sure, you know, the clients were the hardworking ones versus the onesies. But since COVID, I just require 1 just because I want to get everybody business and make sure everyone's getting leads and clients. So you just get listed, and then when clients put their zip code, they'll find you on here. So if you have a Skin Buddy now and you're not on our spa locator, please send us an email to sales@MySkinBuddy with your spa information. We'll get you listed ASAP. Okay, so again, list it on your website, your social media, but again, no discounting. It has to be, the price has to be $295. Let's see. How to generate money with My Skin Buddy. This is just an idea if you want to create a facial. So I get a lot of questions like, how much should I upcharge for the Skin Buddy? I wouldn't upcharge. I mean, you don't have any disposables. Use it in every single facials. You have a lifetime warranty. Abuse this thing so you can sell more Skin Buddies. So just use it even for like a minute during your facial because it's just gonna feel good. It's very relaxing, and that's your opportunity to talk about it. Let's see. Display it on your shelf, and you know, again, I'm very all about aesthetic. So I want to make sure my products are very beautiful on your shelf and they look like value. You get marketing support, so you'll get this from Alexander's too. You get brochures, countertop displays, and then again, if you have any ideas of like whatever you need us to create, we'll be happy to. Whatever helps you sell. Okay, so another idea I have is if you're going to sell like an expensive series, like a microneedling series or IPL or RF, that's such a nice big ticket. So really I would offer even like a free Skin Buddy with that series because the results are going to be better. And, you know, it's going to be word of mouth and your clients are just going to look better if they have a Skin Buddy versus not. And then the high profit margin, give them a free little trial kit of the skincare that you want them to get hooked on too. So if they buy Skin Buddy, get them hooked on that skincare so they can keep reordering skincare from you. Thank you for joining us. Not yet, we're not going anywhere, but I'm gonna unshare right now. And then I'll bring this back, Wendy.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
How do I unshare it?
Let's see, under the sharing app, I think it says, how about if I become presenter so I can show the Trini's, do you want me to do the Trini video now?
Yes, I would love that.
Okay, Trini, you want to pop in here? So you can.
Any more questions before
Sure.
I roll out? I'm rolling out, but.
Yeah, actually, we do have another question. What is the sanitizer pouch? Can you explain that?
Yeah, let me grab it. Okay. So we have a UVC pouch. So, you know, when COVID hit, I was just thinking of other items to help my clients just make more money. So this is a UVC pouch. It's going to sanitize. You want to plug it in. So it has a little USB. So you can actually plug it into your car. So I actually plug this into my car. So when I leave the grocery store, I'll put my keys, my credit card. And then at home, you can just put your Skin Buddy in here. And then you're going to press the button. In 3 minutes, it's going to sanitize everything. So you need to plug it in. So if you're going to go to the grocery store, just get a battery pack and just put this and it fits in your tote. So this is a great retail item for your clients too. So if you go back to the Dropship box too, we have a duo Dropship box as well. And this comes in black too. And
okay, great.
Here's black Skin Buddy too. I actually use the black at home. I just feel more gangster with it, I guess.
And the pricing on the the sanitizer pouch?
Wholesale is $42.50 and retail is $85.
Okay, great.
Mhm.
Awesome. All right, Trini, you want to pop in?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you, just can't see you.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I'm gonna switch over to me for presenter so I can show the
Okay.
video. And let's see here, hold on everybody. All
I
right,
also wanted to say I use the black one too. I also feel gangster while using this. I love this one.
that's funny. Trini, do you want to say anything about the video before I get it started?
Yeah, so I did my favorite treatment with the My Skin Buddy. So if I've ever talked to you, if you've come shopping at Alexander's, is that I love the Brilliant Lip and Eye Serum. It's like my favorite. It's kind of my like little, if I feel like treating myself, it's my little luxury at home treatment. And then just adding My Skin Buddy, and it always makes it just so lovely. And so this video is going to show a fast version of this where I kind of went through, did it really quick on one side and then a little bit slower on the other, where I spent a little bit more time. And I finished my at-home treatment with Hush Hydrate Gel and Green Light, and it was just nice and soothing, very calming. So we can go and show that.
Okay,
Can I
let
jump
me.
in real quick?
Yeah, what's that?
Okay, so before we did the video, so being in the field too, I always, when I would go to practice and do demos all day, I would always do half the face and then I'd show the client their face. Because if you do the full face, they're not going to remember what they looked like. So that's really how I got the idea. So really, I told the ladies like, hey, let's do half the face and let's see what it turns out like. So Trini, let's show them your magic.
Okay,
All right.
hopefully it'll work. Okay, here we go.
Cool. Okay, there. Okay, cool. There I am in my little Lush robe. So this is just real quick, so that it'll slow down on the other side. And ooh, I had to drink some wine in this. Huh. Okay, so now we'll see the second side. So I took a little bit more time. Look how pretty the Brilliant Lip and Eye Serum is. Oh, it's my favorite. I love it. So just do a couple little dots. Prime my lips. This feels so good as a lip treatment. My clients love this. And then click the first setting. So red LED, and then that heat feels so nice. So you spend about, if you're doing just a lip treatment, it can go up to 5 minutes on the lips. And since just for time's sake, I did a combination of like 5 minutes and 5 minutes on the eye. And so you just take it on the eye, small circles. Like I said, it just feels so nice, and that heat feels so good. And so you can tell, look at that like boost on my lips. It's so nice on just one side. So you know, show it off there. Hey girls. And then Hush Hydrate Gel, which is luscious. If you haven't used this product from Hill and Hush, totally recommend it. It's good, great for everything, and it just does so well. Don't ask me why I used 2 hands for one side of my face. I think it was just habit, but I asked myself that a couple times after. But Hush Hydrate Gel, and then you're going to click it to the setting number 3, so you'll get to green light. And if Ghada wants to talk about this part. Oh, I think you're on mute.
Oh, unmute myself. So the green light is going to help you brighten the skin. So if you're going to do that, just the clients are going to notice immediate brightening after one treatment. If they have any pigmentation or redness, do the green light and then follow it with some red light afterwards. So my protocol is I do 10 minutes of cleanse at night, and then I'll do 5 minutes of blue, 5 minutes of green, 5 minutes of red again. And that's my do not disturb time.
Awesome. Well, thanks for watching my little video. Your skin will thank you the next day, definitely.
Wendy, can we put up that first frame of Trini?
Sure, let's see here.
I want you guys to see. You unmuted me. You
Up
muted
there.
me.
Sorry, this one here.
Yeah. So I want you guys to see how the one side looks like she has fillers done. It just looks like she's got plumping, and then her lips too on the other. I don't know why you did the one side. You should have put the lips on this plump side, Trini. But really, it's just it just gives you that. So it's going to be long lasting effects. So really, this is like what RF did with my demos at this. Like if I go to a plastic surgeon's office and I would do demos all day, this is how I show clients. So this will stick after 4 to 6 weeks of use. So just keep using SkinBuddy. Just educate the client too. You know, like if the clients that get educated on how skin works, they're very patient. But if they think this is going to last more than 24 hours, it's not realistic. So this will give you a couple hours of plumping before an event, but the more you use it, the more it's going to stick. So I just turned 39, and I look at, you know, Facebook sends you those alerts like 7 years ago, and I'm like, oh my God, like my face is so much more sculpted now. I have a prominent jawline anyway. Everybody thinks I take steroids, but I'm just manly. But it looks awesome. So yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Does. Thank you for doing that. Thanks for doing the video training. God, I'm going to put you back as presenter so we can bring up that last slide.
Yeah.
And we'll see if there are more questions that we have that came in. There probably are.
All right. Where did it go? Okay, I'm gonna look for it.
No worries. You want me to ask you questions while you're looking?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Found it.
Let's see. How do we get the updated artwork every month?
It's just going to be updated in the Dropbox every single month. And you're just going to go on our Instagram and just, we just finished our December holiday Instagram. It's so cute, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. So we're just going to upload that. And then I create like story templates too. So if you go in there, you'll see story sizes, not just the squares. That way you can actually put like emojis on it. We have MySkinBuddy emojis too. So if you search MySkinBuddy in the gift part, you'll see MySkinBuddy things pop up.
Right. Okay, great. The college that the California office works with, SFIEC, they said they're interested in MySkinBuddy and they want to know if they could get it wholesale at Alexander's, and the answer is yes. We sell to students. The only thing we don't sell to students is chemical peels. So absolutely anything we have in the store, we'd be so happy for you guys to start your career off with this amazing device. So Julie Rojas would like to know, how close to the eyes can you get?
So you want to work on the bone, right? You don't want to go on your eyeball. So that's a lot of vibration. So if you want to work like the skin right under the eye, I would just pull it as low as you can and then just work on the bone. Similar to the eyelid, if you're going to work on the eyelid, just pull that skin all the way up to the bone and work on the bone. That makes sense.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think that is all the questions for right now. We'll see if a couple more pop in. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. We really appreciate it. We do want to talk a little bit about a promotion that we're doing for the month of December. We are going to be donating to all the 5%, not all, 5% of the proceeds of MySkinBuddy that we get here at Alexander's is going to go to a local food bank for the Colorado store. It's the community food share. There's just so many people. I don't know about you guys, but the lines are getting longer and longer every day. So we are going to be donating. We donate every quarter to that organization, but we're going to be donating 5% of all the proceeds in December to that. And Ghada is going to match that. So whatever we donate, she is going to match, which is just amazing. So thank you. And then the same goes for the California store. They have a local food bank that they are going to be donating to as well. So if you want to wait till December so that part of your money goes to that, that'd be great. Or remember the Dropship program, we do that as well at Alexander's. You can use that little QR code that Farhana put together to get to our website. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We're always here for you. One more question came in, so we get it answered. Do you feel a tingling sensation when doing a lip treatment?
No, you don't.
Okay.
So if you're asking in regards to like getting like cold sores, I'm very prone to cold sores, like if I get like any lasers done. So I definitely take, you know, the Valtrex before, but with Skin Buddy, I've been using it 4 years. Never once have I got any breakouts from it.
Awesome.
I don't know if that's why you're asking, but no, you're gonna get the heat, but it depends on what you're using too. If you're gonna use like a lip plumping that's tingly already, it's gonna be tingly anyway.
Okay, fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and also you will be getting a recording of this video as well. So up for the webinar, which obviously if you're on, you did. You'll get an email here in a little bit that will have a link to this. And then also and on our website, we also put all of our webinars up there as well. Okay, another question came in real quick, Ghada. Sorry, I always want to get these answered. Julie wants to know, is it okay to do sponsored posts on Facebook to try to reach more people?
Totally, as long as it's not discounted, do it up. So I'm gonna tell you guys what we're doing for 2021. So we're actually gonna go photography based. If you're gonna be a MSB expert, we're actually gonna spotlight MSB experts in 2021. So I'm gonna send this out so you guys can know the guidelines of what kind of photos we need to put you on our feed. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna spotlight you for your area. So let's say you're in San Diego. We'll just make you the spotlight for San Diego. And that way we can actually target San Diego for you, and that'll get you leads. So, you know, it's really about like, you need to align with companies that are going to help you bring leads in too. So you're not just doing the work yourself. So we really work really hard to get the consumers aware of My Skin Buddy so they can find you.
Okay, great. Melissa would like to know if you can use this with braces.
Yes, it's fine. Yep, just don't push really hard onto the braces.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you, Ghada. We appreciate your time. I know you're busy, and we really appreciate spending time to educate our clients on this.
Yeah.
And I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving week, holiday, and we look forward to talking to you all soon.
To you too.
Bye, everybody.